My sister told me I was uninvited from our family reunion, so I took my barbecue and all the drinks with me. I was marinating ribs at 6 a.m. when Lexi texted me, "You're uninvited. We don't want you there." No explanation, just a cold dismissal from the person who never lifted a finger for these reunions. For 8 years, I'd been the backbone of every family gathering. I brought the smoker, bought all the alcohol, coordinated everything. Lexi just showed up and took credit while I did the actual work. She'd waltz in wearing some designer dress, pose for photos, and act like she organized everything while I was sweating over a hot grill. I stared at that text, hands covered in marinade, and typed back, "Fine, I'm taking my barbecue and drinks with me." An hour later, my phone exploded. 15 missed calls from cousins, uncles, everyone panicking. "Wait, you're not coming? What about the food? Lexi said you bailed on us." My voicemail was completely full. Text after text rolled in. "Please tell me you're joking. The reunion won't be the same without your brisket. What happened?" That's when I realized Lexi's fatal mistake. She never told them she uninvited me. She just announced I canceled and left them scrambling with no backup plan. Classic Lexi, creating problems and expecting everyone else to solve them. I texted my cousin Matthew. "Lexi uninvited me, but you're welcome at my place. I've got everything we need." Matthew immediately called back, absolutely furious. "She did what? That's completely insane. I'm coming over and bringing everyone I can convince." Within minutes, half the family was choosing my backyard over Lexi's disaster. Even the neighbors wanted in when word spread about the impromptu cookout happening on my street. My phone kept buzzing with acceptances. Uncle Hank. "On my way with the cornhole boards and my famous hot sauce." Cousin Liz. "Bringing my potato salad and the good folding chairs." Even my elderly Aunt Diana said she'd rather come to mine because that girl has no business running anything important. By 10 a.m., I had people showing up to help set up. My neighbor Jeff brought his outdoor speakers and string lights. The kids from down the street asked if they could use my pool. This was turning into something way bigger than any family reunion we'd ever had. Lexi started calling around noon, completely panicked. "Where is everyone? Only 6 people showed up and I ordered food for 30. I could hear the desperation and anger in her voice. She tried to exclude me, but ended up excluding herself from the real party. By 1 p.m., I had 43 people at my house, the biggest party I'd ever thrown. The ribs were falling off the bone, the beer was ice cold, and everyone kept thanking me for saving their weekend. Kids were splashing in the pool, adults were playing cards, and the whole neighborhood smelled like heaven. Meanwhile, Aunt Diana called me laughing. "Lexi's reunion is a complete disaster. She ordered pizza for 30 people and only has 6 there, including herself. She's blaming everyone but herself and having a complete meltdown in front of what's left of the family." The best part? 3 more families showed up uninvited because they heard through the neighborhood grapevine about the legendary barbecue happening on Maple Street. Even people who weren't family wanted to join the party. My mailman stopped by after his shift ended. Lexi texted me again around 3 p.m. "This is all your fault. You ruined everything. Everyone's talking about your stupid party." I showed the text to Matthew, who just shook his head and said, "She still doesn't get it, does she? She brought this on herself." I replied, "I didn't ruin anything. I just took my contributions with me like you asked. Hope your 6-person reunion is everything you dreamed of." The party went until almost midnight. People were already asking when the next one would be. My neighbor Jeff said it was the best block party in years. Even the kids didn't want to leave the pool. 3 different people asked if I cater events. Lexi never apologized, but she also never planned another family event. Guess who got asked to host Christmas? The funniest part came 2 weeks later when Lexi tried to plan a makeup reunion and sent out a group text asking everyone to bring food and drinks. The responses were brutal. "Pass. We're waiting for the next one at your brother's house. Why would we downgrade? Thanks, but we already know where the good parties are." She finally called me, crying, asking what she needed to do to fix things. I told her the truth. "You can't fix 8 years of taking credit for other people's work with one apology, Lexi. Maybe next time don't bite the hand that feeds the family. Sometimes the best revenge is just being yourself and letting karma handle the rest."